What is this joy that we are talking about? It is what makes us aware that in actual fact, our life is not hopeless and filled with despair. Due to previous karma, we have had the great fortune to meet the Dharma. We have already taken refuge and awakened our potential. Therefore, now our life has a meaning, and we can say to ourselves, because I am aware of the meaning of my life, I will make every effort and put all my energy into achieving true happiness for all beings. We feel carried along by a joy, creating great energy, an infinite capacity to commit ourselves to the spiritual path until we obtain its fruit. We renew this commitment constantly without getting sidetracked by doubts such as, am I really capable of doing this practice? Am I going to see it through to the end? Not giving in any more to this constant self-interrogation. Instead, the practice takes place naturally. It becomes a spontaneous fulfillment of the joy which is already within us. The more we are conscious of this joy, the more we become aware that it arises from the goodness of the Dharma. The more this awareness develops, the more joy increases, becoming limitless. We become more and more taken over by it, more and more luminous, more and more radiant with happiness. This inner luminosity eliminates all our veils, neurotic behavior, and previous negativities. The practice then becomes something easy and natural, developing on its own. We don't have to force ourselves and make a great effort. The practice develops without effort, carried by this joy, which is like a great fire that increases in strength, and which we can no longer contain. It burns by itself and consumes everything. There is no longer any room for sadness, laziness, doubt, or self-interrogation. On the contrary, there is confidence and a growing faith. This clarity and increasing luminosity within has the power to destroy all negative habits, inner tendencies, and doubts. The commitment to the practice then becomes self-evident and natural. Why is it that the moment we practice Dharma, we feel a sort of torpor, a physical heaviness, or some kind of headache that prevents us from practicing? Why do we always have the impression that practice is something extremely difficult, that we cannot succeed in? It is due to the fact that our mind is filled with ignorance, desire, and hatred. These emotions make us constantly turn in circles. We are prisoners of these emotions, always tense and engaged in endless self-inquiry about our ability to practice. We feel that we are unable to give birth to true devotion, and this is because we keep telling ourselves, I must be good, I want to succeed, I have to make it. We are so preoccupied with ourselves that we can't even manage to pronounce one single mantra. This is because we are always obsessed by our self-image and the desire to obtain some result for ourselves or to become a better person. It is the attachment to ourselves that creates all this difficulty. It shouldn't be like this. When we act in this way, it's as if we are being pulled in opposite directions. We're so imprisoned by the desire to do something worthwhile, to be someone good, that any prospect of self-improvement is blocked. However, if we abandon the desire, there are no longer any difficulties, and qualities arise naturally. When we strive for something in our everyday life, in which we believe, and really hunger for. We pay no attention to the troubles that arise, and we're capable of overcoming all sorts of difficulties without ever getting depressed. But as soon as we experience obstacles in our Dharma practice, we feel that it's too difficult. We become angry and unhappy. What's to be done about this? We need a deeper longing, a truly authentic aspiration to really practice the Dharma.
No,